YouTube, what's good, man? It's your brother Linny. We back again. Update video. I've been getting a ton of questions and inboxes and messages on Instagram and Facebook, my business page, and on YouTube about that twin turbo 71 Impala. So it's an update video on that. I've been super busy, so I haven't had time to make it back down there to get some more coverage on it, of the process and the progress of the twin turbo joint that's going on from my man Steve Go. But yeah, man, it's an update video on it since y'all been asking. Steve threw me a bunch of footage and some details to let y'all know what's going on with it. And if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link below so you can see what I'm talking about. And yeah, man, here's some updates on it and what's going on with that build. I'm probably gonna slide down there tomorrow and yeah, see what's going on, see what progress and what steps he's at with it, because it's supposed to be a crazy build, drivetrain wise. I know 1,000 horsepower, twin turbo, LS, all that joint. Excuse the echo, I'm in the crib, so you know, bouncing off the walls. Yeah, man, that's where we at. I appreciate y'all's support, man, and all my long-time subscribers, etc., for rocking with me. If you haven't, you're new to the channel, etc., click that subscribe button below, man. And yeah, check it out. I'll be back.
We've got our crunch for the classic happening. We got the orange 71 Donk right here up on for final assembly. You can see we're moving on to the wiring on that. We've got the headers mounted up. They'll be coming off a few times over as we're fabbing up the turbo kit. We're also doing some work on the stereo setup in this car as well. Full rewire on everything back here. As you can see, it was done pretty sloppy by someone else. So we'll get this taken care of as well. Got a stack of parts. Got 2 turbos up there. T66 Borg Warners. Got all our fuel fittings. There's like $700–800 right in that box. Got all of our electrical. Got some appropriately sized cable. Look at that. Alright, we're on the end of day 1 on the crunch for the classic. So what we got is up front, you can see we've got this stuff in, some little pieces of metal, so we've got it held in the correct position. And we got these just set in here, and this is just for mock-up. We got the bumper kind of on there, and what we were doing was trying to visualize where our radiator, AC condenser, and intercooler would go. So this box is simulating our radiator, and then also the fan shroud. Total depth 6 inches. Got an 1.25 inch gap for our AC condenser right here, and then of course the intercooler. And we'll be building a structure to hold all of those tomorrow, just in the position as you see them. which then gives us room to have our turbochargers hang out in front of the intercooler with their intakes pointed inwards, which should provide a really cool look to this car rather than having them under the hood where most people see them. Alright, we're on day 5 of the Crunch for the Classic. We haven't been updating much over the week because our hands have been busy working, but here's what we got. So the nose piece of the car has been cut up. We're fabbing up the intercooler, transmission cooler, condenser, radiator mount, holds everything right there. We've also got one of the 2 turbos just kind of tack welded in place for right now so we can start building the exhaust piping. It's actually out in front of the intercooler, and we'll have the other one over here. Got started on our power steering lines. Well, it's actually Hydro Boost running on this car. Getting all those finished up. Got our brake line action going. Out here in the rear, got my brother Dave. Getting the carpet on the box now. We got all the wiring cleaned up here that was all nasty. It's been removed out of the car. Heavy gauge power wires that you see here that are running from the alternator. Massive wires. Those are all done up through the stainless and rubber grommets there so it won't rub through and touch anything on the frame. Now we ended up running that through the frame, as you can see right here. Nice and clean so you won't see it the rest of the way forward on the car. So this weekend we're going to be trying to wrap up on getting the rest of the turbos mounted up in the front. Start building the hot side tubing from the header up into the inlet of the turbo here. We'll do the same for the other side as well, and then start getting onto the charge piping going from the turbo down to the inlet, and likewise on the other side. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to keep crunching forward on it, and hopefully we get it done in time.